Welcome back to another exciting episode of Dylan Smith Outdoors. Today we have a sponsor. I know, this is crazy. We have a sponsor for today's video. The sponsor today is Greenwood Ecologics. Now, if you don't know what Greenwood Ecologics is, it is a lawn care company that will come and spray your house or yard for insects and grubs and stuff like that. So if you want to figure out who they are, here it is again, Greenwood Ecologics. You could probably find them on Facebook, or find them on Facebook. I'm pretty sure. If you can't find them on Facebook, just look them up on Safari, Google, Greenwood Ecologics, search it, and now let's get into today's video. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to, if you're a beginner into bait casting, using a bait caster, I want to show you guys how to stop backlash on your pole. So, pretty much, for the backlash, if you're just getting into bait casting, this video is going to help you because, you know, how to not backlash. The first time I used a bait caster, I didn't watch any videos, and I put brand new 20-pound fluorocarbon on my rod, and I backlashed it so bad the whole thing blew up, and I had to cut it all off. But now I have 55-pound test braid. All I'm going to be using is, so when you get reels, check to see, just feel comfortable with the type of weights you're going to be throwing. I'm pretty comfortable with almost everything, unless it's super light, then I put it on my spinning reel. But right now I'm just using a little jig head with a craw. And right now, all I want you to do if you're starting is you're going to see this little knob. It's hard to see it because my numbers are worn off, but you're going to see this knob on the side. You're going to crank that to max. Not free, not that. Crank to the highest number you have. When it's on the highest number, you're going to see this little adjustment here. What you're going to do with that is you're going to let your bait touch the ground. And you want it to drop fast enough so that when you see your reel, it doesn't backlash at all. And then you're just going to kind of practice doing that. You're going to practice flipping a little, just getting a feel for it. And watch, when I flip a bait, I'm not even going to touch my reel, and it didn't backlash when it's on max. And with that knob, okay, so it's going to, sorry I'm jumping around a lot, but this knob, so this one right here, this is your, what's it called? Drag. That's your drag. I like having mine a little loose, but not, I actually should tighten that up, but not too loose. Just get it to where you're comfortable having your drag. And then this knob, you're gonna get it. You're just gonna adjust it. This is like your fine adjuster. You're gonna adjust it just enough so when you drop your bait, it goes slowly to the ground. When it hits the ground, no backlash. This is about how slow your bait should be touching the ground. A little fast, but not too fast. All right. So now we're gonna get into the casting part. You really want good form when you're using a bait caster. I think that's one of the main things. You're gonna come straight back and just yeet it. I stopped it there because it was gonna go in a tree. So yeah, you're just gonna take it back, come back. I didn't touch my reel at all. And look, no backlash. The only problem with doing this is when this knob's on max, on your highest number, you're not going to be able to cast as far, but at least you're going to have it where you're not backlashing and blowing up your reel. So here it is. Ready? I'm not even going to touch my reel. Boom. Just like that. No backlash. I'm going to see if I whip this really hard, how far it'll go. So if you whip it really hard, the furthest it's probably going to go now is about 15 yards. 10, 15 yards. And as you progress, you're going to slowly start knocking this down one number. Okay, just one. You're going to cast it again, and you're going to cast it about 2 yards further. No backlash again. When you get to about 4 numbers down from your max number, you're going to have to do what we call control. And what control is guiding this with your thumb. So you're going to do this. And you're just going to guide it. It's going to backlash a little, but not bad enough. Like, watch. And also, when you click it down 4 numbers, it's hard because I have braid. If you're using like fluorocarbon, you're gonna go a lot further. Braid's mainly for flipping and just brushy stuff so you can pull your bait out. Obviously, you're gonna be casting a lot further if you have fluorocarbon. But I want you to watch how I use my finger. It's right there. See, you're gonna have a little like this when you go 4 numbers down. All you can do is pull it a little. You might need to pick it out once. Might need to do like 1 pick. And then boom. Ready? You're about to see. Perfectly fine. And I just casted that 25 yards. Well, about 20, 25 yards. Like I said, fluorocarbon, you're going to be able to cast way further. Here we go. You're just going to cast it out and get comfortable before you go out fishing. I think the biggest problem a lot of people have is they're going to spend too much time worrying about their reel fishing instead of having fun not worrying about it. So spend like your first day having your baitcaster. Spend like an hour or 2 in your yard or wherever. Just practice casting and casting and casting until you feel really comfortable. To the point where you can just do this and get it all the way to about 25 yards. Fluorocarbon, you could probably get it further, but I'm using braid. Oh, and if you're wondering what happened to my finger, I fractured it wrestling, so yeah. I can still use a fishing reel though, so that's the good part. Yeet it out there. And look at that. I guided it perfectly. No backlash. You're gonna reel it in. And don't, like, if you cast it once with no backlash on a low number, I'd say if you can get it to, if you can cast 5 times perfectly with about, like, no backlash, you should be good. And then I'd say go out, start fishing. This is also why it's a good reason to have scissors with you and pliers or tweezers. Not scissors, tweezers. Because then you can pick it out easier if it's really bad backlash. Crank it down. I'm going to try it on free. I don't recommend doing this. I'm just doing it for the video purpose. If I put it on free, then backlash bad. But watch. I have been using a baitcaster for about 1 year now. I only have 1 baitcaster. I really don't feel like you need so many. But I don't know, it's good, because every time I walk into Dick's Sporting Goods, I'm like, I need that reel. Cast it. And have you heard the boom, kind of a, it was a backlash and it popped that. All right, there's a perfect example why you should take a couple days. I did that for video purposes. One nice part about braid though is you can just pull it out pretty easily until you get to a clop up. Clob. Another thing, when you're reeling in line, when you're putting line on this, or if you pulled out a backlash, pinch the starting part. It's gonna stop you from getting just weirdness on your pull. But yeah, you should be able now to flip jigs and cast them with no problem. I really hope this video helped you. Drop a comment if you want to know how to put line on a baitcaster. But yeah, that's how you have no backlash on a baitcaster. So now, drop a like, leave a comment. Thank you, Greenwood Ecologics, for sponsoring. See you guys next video.